Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we're mailing it in for April Fool's Day. My name is
Justine, I'm sorry.
What?
That's rude. She's trying to do her job.
What?
Why are you laughing?
Don't at me for talking over.
I thought we were mailing it in for Easter. What the heck? I don't even know what I was reading.
She just looks so spent and over everything. She's like,
It is midnight.
we're mailing it
I'm motherfucking tired.
No, it's not. It's 11:59.
It's only 11. Yeah, it's 11
It's 11:59. You're fine.
It's only 10:59 in Minnesota.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm normally in bed at 9.
This is good for you. You needed this.
Yes.
Stretch.
Yes.
All right. I don't remember where I was at.
Well, Kathy starts laughing at you randomly for no reason. For no reason. You're just doing
Mailing
your
it in
job.
for Easter. That's where you were.
She amused me.
She's like a clown. Would I amuse you? I'm a clown?
Well, if I can't find amusement in this.
Okay. Justine, go ahead. However you want to pick it up, we're fine with it.
I'm Justine. Steve's my co-host. And then our special guests are Kathy Cool, Jeff Endrizi, and Matt Modica.
I don't feel so special anymore.
Hey,
I feel like I have.
Hey, Steve.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
My
We're
first
having
mailing
fun
it in, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
You get to be on a mailing it in show, so that's special. It's April Fool's Day. We don't do like an April Fool's joke on you or anything like that. We're not into that. That gets kind of hokey to me. Everyone's trying to fool you. You know, you go on Instagram and they'll be like, we sold our company today. Whatever they're doing, they're trying to get something to get you fooled. But we don't do that. We just have some fun, like we always do, but a little bit more fun on these special days. So we'll see what happens today. We'll talk. Apparently, Matt's got some April Fool's themed questions and stuff for us. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Jeff said there's something he wanted to talk about, not April Fool's related. What is it, sir?
No, I'm going to keep it serious. So,
Okay.
what are your thoughts on class reunions?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because the women look good.
Okay.
Like, I have gone to my 30th, and we looked good.
Okay.
And the dudes, not so much.
Not so much.
My 30th is this year, and I haven't heard of anything going on, but I'm not going because I haven't went to any of my other ones.
Okay. Well, I don't go to them either. I have no interest in seeing. I mean, I see the people that I want to see from high school. There are certainly some friends that I have that go back as far as high school. I see them. I don't have a desire to see the other people. And Facebook, if you have a desire, you can check out what's going on Facebook. And yeah, I don't want to It's not really my thing. I didn't peak in high school. I feel like a lot of people, that's the crescendo of their life. And I don't want to see the people that crescendoed in high school. I feel like that was just a stepping stone in my life. And it's a part I had to get through, and got through it, and moved on. I don't have any desire to look back at high school. So not my thing. So, yeah, I will not be going to mine. I've never been to one, and I don't plan to ever go to one. So, yeah, that's me.
If my parents and my brother and nephews didn't still live in the town that I grew up in, I would never go back to it ever.
There you go.
So that's how I feel about high school reunion.
About high school. There you go. Okay. Matt, how about you? You go back to these things?
No, we don't. Similar to what you described, Steve. I mean, I think we for the people that we want to stay in touch with, we have. And,
Right.
I mean, in fact, I've got, just a lot of interesting or older friends from high school have actually reconnected and rekindled a little bit lately, which is kind of cool. But no, I mean, I don't see it. I mean, we'll do some fundraisers here and there. I know like the Melville Oakville boosters have a trivia night thing, and
Sure.
things like
Oakville's
that.
better, of course.
Support, but I don't know. But,
Is it?
It
Because
is.
you don't go to the reunions.
Well, I just know Oakville's a better school than Melville. I mean, it's produces
Based
many
on
more
their
criminals.
reunion
It
history,
produces
I
the
think
criminal
they aren't.
types. Yeah. It's Melville is not. I would stay away from the Melville. Smellville, as it's known.
hey,
Melville.
hey,
Smellville. Yeah.
Hey.
Herman Smellville, didn't he write a book?
Oh, yes. The green beans. Yeah, as they're known too. So,
we were always better in football than you guys. That's okay though.
well, we beat Melville, and when I was in school, we beat Melville. So yeah, that was always a good one for us.
That
We took
was
care of
back
that.
in the that was in the 1900s.
Yeah, it was.
For
It
the
was.
listeners.
But the big thing was we beat Vianney, which was all boys school, Catholic school. Recruits and everything that the Catholic schools do, and we beat Vianney. How great is that? That's a highlight from high school, beating Vianney. The Melville thing was they were just sad.
My second husband went to Vianney.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Well, we beat him in high school.
No, he
The
didn't.
Deuce.
He went somewhere else.
somewhere.
So all the people
Deuce.
outside of St. Louis are probably like, "What the hell are you guys all talking about?" with
Right.
high
Yeah,
school
can you
stuff?
edit this out?
Why is it a big deal?
No, we're going to keep that in there. We're going to keep
Please
that. It's
edit
important for
this
them.
out.
It's important for them to hear it. And also, I referenced the Dairy Queen by my house many times. That closed. So there's no Dairy Queen anymore. I used to talk about Dairy Queen, and that'd be a point of reference in my town. It's gone. The Dairy Queen's gone. 50 plus years. Hey, how do you? Once you make 50 years, you just keep going. Right now, they just.
The Dairy Queen.
Wait, I feel like we ate there for lunch one day when I came to visit.
Yeah. Oh, they're gone. Dairy Queen's gone. They're like, yeah. Well,
Peace
we had
out.
Justine here. That was the highlight. We can't
They
match.
closed the next day.
Right, they close the next day. They're like, "Yep, that's it. We're out."
What else will we do with
They reached their peak,
ice cream?
Justine.
They peaked like people do in high school. Dairy Queen's
They're like,
peaked.
you know what? Justine came here. We're done.
Right.
Came all the way from
We're
Michigan.
shutting down.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I hung out at Dairy Queen a lot as a kid because I could walk. There was like a mile from the house, so I was raised at the thing was what do your parents do in the summertime when they tell you to get the fuck out of the house? My mom, stay at home mother, get out. If my idea was to sit home and watch cartoons or whatever on the TV, no, get out, go outside. What should I do, Mom? I don't care. You're
Ride
not
your
going to be in this
bike.
house. Yeah, ride your bike. So
Ride your bike.
I'd head down to Dairy Queen. There was an incident one time, the first time I was ever exposed to this, and I don't know why it happened, but I go down to that Dairy Queen, which was never known for its cleanliness. I went into the bathroom, and there was a piece of toilet paper on the floor, and someone had shit, like a big log. And I guess they knew they had a big log, because they were impressed by this. So they decided just to shit out. They probably had to walk it. They probably had to walk forward because you couldn't just stand there. There was clearly some movement. There's like a 12-inch fucking turd on a piece of perfectly on a piece of toilet paper. So it had whoever had to clean that up because I didn't touch it. I just got the fuck out of there because I didn't want to get blamed for it. I didn't want to be banned from Dairy Queen. So I go in the bathroom. There's this long ass fucking turd, 12 inches, and it's on the fucking toilet on the ground. Some son of a bitch shit perfectly on that toilet paper. Walk that thing out of there. It's like it was gnarly. It was knotted. I would say it looked like knotty pine if I had to say what it
Had some corn.
was. There was
Wait,
some
what?
corn in there.
Knotty
was-
pine?
There was some knots in there and stuff. It wasn't just like smooth, like if you had
want a
smoothed it on a
smooth
grinder.
turd.
No, this was not smooth. There was some there's some knots on there. So yeah.
You're making me uneasy for what's going to happen in 24
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
You brought up the colonoscopy.
Yeah, that's your
You
fault.
Started it
Who
several
brings up a
hours ago.
topic like that? Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine, Matt.
That was totally
You're gonna
should be
have some
saved
naughty
for this
puns.
episode.
Well, I brought up a
I
topic.
know that'd have been a great one. So, Steve, you brought up the Dairy Queen.
Yes.
So everyone knows now that my first job was at the car was the car wash boy.
Yeah,
thing,
it was. Bow chicka bow bow.
Yep.
Car wash.
My second job was the Dairy
Work.
Queen. I was a cook, so I
Dairy
have
Queen.
lots of fond memories for cooking at the Dairy Queen.
Okay. Did
I
your
never had
Dairy
to
Queen?
clean up a turd. I never.
Well, hopefully they didn't make the chef do that. The cook.
No.
Yeah. Oh,
No
I
doubt.
couldn't believe it. When I saw that, because I was a kid, I was probably, 9 years old or something. I seen that, I'm like, what the? First of all, I couldn't produce one that size at that age. So I was like, what the hell?
What
Was there
the
a bear
heck?
in here or something? I mean, I didn't understand how they got it on the toilet paper. How did they get it that perfect? Yeah. How did they
You had to be
get
like
it?
squat walking along.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's a heck of an effort.
There was, if I saw that person, I would shake their hand if I wouldn't get freaked out about the shitting. Then I'd start thinking about the
job
germs.
about the
There's,
shit.
there's a bear shit in a Dairy Queen. We just found out.
It was
It was a
wild.
Sasquatch. It wasn't a bear. It was a Sasquatch.
It might have been. I don't know how it ended. I don't know because I got out of there because I thought because I was in the bathroom with that turd in there. I was worried I was gonna get the blame, and So again, it was a regular hang-up for me. I didn't want to get banned, and then I was going with there with my parents too because we were we weren't rich people.
Go with your parents?
Dinner might be at Dairy Queen and be like, let's go. I didn't want to be banned, and then I show up with my family, my mom, dad, and my sister, and they'd be like, you son, you're out. You did
You
the turd
can't
on
come in.
Yeah, so I scattered. I got on my bike and just pedaled home. I got home so quick. It was unbelievable. Yeah. I just flew. Yeah. But I couldn't go in the house, so I just hung out at Stephen Doyle's house the rest of the day.
There you
They're
go.
like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. And it doesn't have anything to do with that turd, if that's what you're asking. Like, what are you talking about? I had nothing to do with that.
That 12-incher that would look like
Seriously,
naughty
if
pine.
you could
Never
write
seen
a
it.
story, if you could write a story now
Yeah.
as an author,
Uh-huh.
isn't that a good story?
The story about the turd? Is there enough?
Yes!
I don't know.
Yes,
Definitely a
Stephen
short story.
King makes millions off of his short stories.
Okay, I'll have
Yeah,
to write a short story about the Dairy Queen turd.
Like the one in what's the one where they're in the woods? The shit weasels.
Shit weasel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. They were deer hunting.
Yeah.
Shit weasels.
The guys that were staying in the cabins.
Yeah, they're the shit weasels.
The shit weasels. Was that
Yeah,
a real
that's
thing?
it's a Stephen King story.
It's a Stephen King movie.
Okay. All right.
I'll tell you what it is.
Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe.
Yeah, the
maybe.
shit weasels. That was a scary one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, so now I got to bring it back before Steve throws it. Did everyone talk about? Yeah, they did. Nobody goes to the reunion except KK.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I love
love
them.
KK loves it. Yeah.
I love them.
I love class reunions. I
Oh
won't
God.
miss them. I've got my 40th coming up.
Okay.
I'm so looking forward to it, and I'm connected with a bunch of people on Facebook and all that, and I still deer hunt with my best friend from high school, and we fish, but it's so fun to get everyone in the room, and there's pictures of the buddies that we never get together anymore. I just love it, and the artist hates them. She doesn't go. She didn't
Sure.
go to her 30th.
She's normal. Yeah.
I tried to talk her into it. Nope. I thought, well, you must be embarrassed to show me off there. So I got to live with that. I got to own that. But I'm dragging her to my 40th, and
Maybe it's the whale tail that she doesn't want anybody to
Oh,
see.
I'm
yeah,
thinking
the whale
to make
tail
it's going to make an
so
appearance, and everyone's going to say,
intriguing.
you know what? Tonight the women are ugly and the men are looking good.
Okay.
That's what they're going to say.
Maybe at the 40th, that's where it switches. Maybe then that's the reunion where the guys look good and the girls not so much.
40th.
The 40th.
Steve, 40th.
40. That's crazy, man.
That's a big number of being out of school.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I didn't peak in high school, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoy seeing everyone.
Really? Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
So, Matt,
Yes.
here's your first night.
Uh-huh.
What do
How do
you
you
think?
feel?
man?
How do you feel?
How do I
How do you feel?
Yeah, you won't accept any more of these invitations. Let's just say
You're
that.
like, no.
This is your last night? Your first night and your last night?
Yeah,
This is
he's
great.
done. He's done.
Great.
Yeah.
When, like, come
We
on.
ruined it for
he
him.
talks about a 12-inch shit. It's like, this is classy
Weasel.
podcast.
Hey, Matt,
Classy.
after
The
you take
movie-
all those pills and that liquid, good luck with a 12-incher.
Right, you're not going to get
Yeah,
the
you won't have any naughty pine. The Stephen King movie is called The Dreamcatcher.
The Dreamcatcher.
Ooh.
Not
It
the
has
shit
shit
weasel?
weasels.
The shit weasels.
I listened to that audiobook. I don't remember shit weasels, right?
It's
Specifically.
very early
Well,
in the
when you-
story, but
It's very early.
Maybe it's just like movie specific.
When the guy wandered, I never saw the movie, but I remember the guy wandering in, and was that when it happens? The guy who starts the thing, the Dreamcatcher, and then
it's pretty early in the story
Yeah.
about the guy that he's hunting or camping
Yeah.
with his buddies, and he this freaking thing that's alive comes burning out of him, and
burn him out of him. Yeah, he has gas at first, and then and then the
So
thing
here's what
at
I'm
the end
going to
eats
say.
bacon.
I apologize to the listeners because I don't know what we're talking about.
Says the lady with a
mean-
wine glass full of bourbon right now.
It is
Yes.
April Fool's Day.
Right.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I thought we were
don't-
mailing it in for Easter. What?
I don't,
What?
I don't know what we're talking about. That's important.
April Fools, this isn't the Bourbon Daily.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're actually, April Fools, we're actually fully sober. So there you go.
We're gonna switch to the Tequila Daily, and
Yes. On this note, it's time to drink. I'm going to reel it in by having
Oh
you guys
my
drink.
God, we haven't had a drink.
No, we haven't drank yet.
You're still drinking from the last show.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to open a new bottle.
KK, you're
Okay,
first.
I got
You're
it.
first. You're
I
gonna
got
have
a
to
new
finish-
bottle.
You're going to have
New
to finish
bottle
that
for
off so you
KK.
can open up a new bottle.
Pop that cork, baby.
let's talk over it.
Yeah. What is it?
Zip it.
It is the Old Pepper Rye.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one.
We really just popping bottles?
We are just.
We're just popping.
Okay. I will give him my best.
There was a lot of effort there for nothing. Nothing on the payoff.
Nada.
Fuck you, Steve.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go next. I'm going to show you how this is done. I'm going to go back to a bottle I already drank tonight just because I want to
Show
drink
us
it.
how it's done.
This rye whiskey from Old Monroe, the 119.6. That's the key. Get that barrel pick. Really good stuff. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Swine on the set. Oh, woo, woo!
Not
I
bad for
guarantee-
you being open tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it was a little bit better than KK's. That's all I'm giving you.
I've got the lead. I've got the lead, and I feel like it's good. I'm going to go to Justine next. Justine, what do you got?
So I have this little bottle of Dancing Goat Limousine
Cute.
Rye, and I didn't realize that
It does have a
has-
cork.
It does have a cork, but it's probably not. I don't know where the speaker is on this computer. But
Dancing Goat is good stuff.
Or the microphone.
oh yeah, that's what I meant. That one.
Oh,
That wasn't bad for a little.
That
100
one.
milliliter
That one
bottle.
popped before she even lifted her
I
hand.
know.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Everything she has said tonight is before she has
Right,
said
yeah.
anything.
yeah.
I'm in
That-
Michigan. I can't. I don't. know
That's
what to
got the
tell you.
lead. That's
Our
got the
internet
lead.
sucks.
Time
Yeah,
travel.
yeah. Despite the fact that not lining up at all with the cork pop, what we saw, the noise has the lead. So Justine has the lead. Matt's next.
All right, going back to the good old Gully Town from
Gully Town. I'm going to take you to Gully Town.
Kansas City, single malt. All right,
Won't you take me to Gully Town?
ready?
Yeah. Okay. Nice, but not enough. Justine had better than that. She's got the lead, but Jeff has yet to go. Jeff, what do you have?
Well, it's one of my favorites. I've got some Neely Sweet Seat.
Sweet Seat.
What do you
Sweet
have?
Seat. It's named after Becca. It's the Sweet
Yeah.
Seat.
Sweet
The
Seat.
Sweet Seat.
Sweet Thumped Rye. This is the Leap Day pick.
So Sweet Thump, you got confused with Sweet Sweet.
A what day
Sweet
pick?
Seat.
Sweet
Leap-
Seat.
Leap Day pick. I don't know.
Fuck him and his win.
Fuck him and his win.
Jeff, do you have a Cork Pop winter shirt?
I've got a few of them. I've ruined a few. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, was that going to be Justine's first one? You've won a Cork Pop before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Last show pour.
Last show pour. I got the last show pour too. Yeah.
Sweet Seat.
That's why I went back to this one. I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, I'm going to load that up for last show. All right. What we're going to do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, it's April Fool's Day. We're just hanging out, talking. Matt says he's got some questions, which I don't know if it relates to history of April Fool. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. We'll do that in just a few, though. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hi, I'm Stephanie McNeil. You are listening to the Bourbon Daily. The real name of the palisade is an ampersand.
Welcome back. Today is April Fool's Day. And we're just talking about random shit.
We need video.
You can edit that out. I'm sorry.
We need
Sorry.
some video.
Yeah, okay.
Justine's head's going to explode.
Right. All right.
Fall asleep.
I
Yeah.
got this. I'm under control.
Yeah, you definitely look like you're under control for sure.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. We're here to...
Matt, you said there's something you wanted to talk about, or you had some questions related to this, or maybe some facts. What do you got?
Yeah. So let's see. Where should we start? I think we should start with the most obvious, the pranks, right? So what was the most memorable prank you all have experienced, either as the person doing the pranking or the person who is the target of the prank?
On April Fool's Day or any day?
Let's expand it to any day, because some
Okay.
people don't do the whole April Fool's thing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. One time we had a friend going on. She's a big Oprah Winfrey fan, and she was going to go on a recording of the show. And I created a Yahoo account that was the Oprah Winfrey Show at yahoo.com. And I sent her an email saying, hey, you can't talk about this, but you're coming at it. She's also a big fan of the Oscars. And she was going in whatever, March or April, whenever the Oscars come out. I said, we're doing a special edition. So I said, we're doing a special edition of the show. I worked with this lady. She was a fellow salesperson at my corporate job. And I said, it's a special edition of the show. Everyone is going to see Ford Explorer in Oscar Gold. We have to tell you this up front because there's, of course, tax implications. And it's easy to say at this point, Fisher.
It's easy to spell.
And so I said, we just need to cover that up front. And but please do not tell anyone. You need to keep this quiet, and you will be getting this car. So I send this during work hours, and this woman starts screaming. I hit send, and then also I hear screaming, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Unbelievable!" Oh my. I literally say, "Don't say anything." Well, everyone starts running over because she's creating this commotion, and she's shaking, and she's like, in fear, and she's like, and she starts telling, and all these, every person's there's all these women from the contracts department are running over and all this, and she's like, you're not going to believe it. I'm going on Oprah, and they're going to give a Ford Explorer that's Oscar Golden color. She's going about this, and I just hightailed it. I didn't know what to do because there's so many people there. So I just started leaving. I just run to my car. I don't know what I was going to do. I don't know if I'm going to run to Mexico. I didn't really have a plan, but I was getting the fuck out of there. It was a bad scene. So I started leaving, and a guy chases me down. Another sales guy says, "You can't leave it like this. You got to go tell her." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You can't. This is bad. She thinks she really won this." So I go back in. She's got all these people gathered around. They're all congratulating her and saying how cool this is and all that. I said, "Barb, it was a joke." She's like, "No, I got an email." I said, "Do you think Oprah Winfrey has a Yahoo account? This is how she converses with people?" And she was like, "Really?" And then, as soon as that happens, then all these women from the contracts are, "You fucker! Who do you think you are? You're a sales guy, fucking treating women like shit. What the heck's wrong with you?" I'm like, they said, I'm not doing anything. I was just, it's a joke. I don't. Yeah, I mean, people were MFing me. I mean, people fucking hated me for that. And I just think it was a funny joke that maybe got a little out of control. I was just trying to have a little yuck fun. I thought I might get fired from it, but I didn't. I still got to work there for a little while. I would get fired later, but not because of that. No.
Did you get called down to HR?
No, I didn't get called down to HR for that, which was good because I had plenty of other times I got called down to HR. So mostly because of anger issues, I would yell at people. They don't, apparently if you work in an office, they don't like when you yell at people, even if you're right. I was always right. I always felt I was coming from a place of being correct, but they don't like you, yelling at people when you're correct. So I don't really fit in real well. So I was always down in HR getting yelled at.
You mean people didn't RSVP when you worked there either?
No, yeah, stuff like that. I have meltdowns, and to me, it's just blowing off steam. I'm not really intending. I'm not mad at anybody. I just got to get that out. But Kathy saw this earlier today. It happens. I'm not mad at Kathy. I love Kathy. She's awesome. Kathy's one of my favorite people. That's why she's on here all the time. But you can get under my skin, and then I just gotta go. So yeah, it happens. So, but yeah, I don't like that in there. So yeah, that was perhaps my greatest and worst prank all wrapped up into one.
Yeah,
not good.
I don't know how to top that because mine was similar at work. I didn't initiate it, but I saw it and it was funny as hell. But it's not as funny as going on Oprah. But a gal who worked for me is a huge Bon Jovi fan.
Yeah. I can already picture what she looks like. Yeah. Because they're all the same. The ones that love the Bon Jovi, I know who they are. I already know this woman. I've never met her. So yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And her brother-in-law worked at the her brother-in-law worked for the police department and called her up at work and said she'd won this contest that she had signed up for and was going to get front row seats, gets to meet him, all this stuff. She's running around the office just so excited. And none of us knew, there was a prank, and
Right.
she's still, so it's, I don't have, I wasn't directly involved. I was an innocent bystander, but goddamn, that's a funny trick. And she fell for it. She sucked right in on that. Bon Jovi, she's going to meet him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he has a whale tail too, if you really look.
It probably does. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a big Bon Jovi fan. I'm not a fan of his music, but. Yeah.
I did go to see him once a few years ago.
I'm sure.
It was all right.
Yeah. Probably. Well, South Dakota.
I'll just say it was all right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Justine.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I can tell you if somebody did something like what you guys were just talking about to me, I would legit be pissed.
No, I can't. Wouldn't mess with Justine. No. I want to keep her friendship. I cherish Justine's friendship. I don't want to. That feels like that would be like a 30-year freeze out, and I don't know. I got 30 years left to me, so I don't want to piss Justine off where I get the 30-year freeze out. So
yeah, I mean, if that's like a little like joke or whatever, I would probably get over it. But like, if you faked like saying I could meet Amos Lee, and then you're like, "Oh, April Fools,"
where it embarrassed you in front of people.
I would literally throat punch you.
I know. I know this, so no. I'm delicate around Justine, so despite my anger, I don't. Justine never gets the horns because I.
Thanks to the warning, Steve. I haven't met her yet, so I'll make sure I find my P's and Q's.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. KK. Jokes? Anything?
You're on
April
mute.
Fools.
You're on mute, I think.
Yeah, you're muted.
She's hiccuping and still on mute. Shaking her head, yes, but still on mute.
As
She's
Tim
trying.
Swite would call it, she's over there poofing.
I'm not sure she's. Yeah.
Giving us
KK?
the old college.
I'm not sure she's gonna be able to rejoin us. She's.
KK, are you out? Are you out?
She can't unmute. No, I can't. She muted herself.
You're still muted.
I can ask her to unmute. That's all I can do. Ask to unmute. No, I think she's too drunk to figure out how to.
Oh my.
Where's new guy? New guy can save the day.
He's not there.
Yeah.
Muted.
I think I read that on her
Okay,
list.
you read. Yeah, he's at work. He's at work, I guess. Yeah.
Well, muted. KK's.
All right. I think
She's-
Kathy's a goner here, so
She's
she's still with us. She can't
I
figure out
bet
how
she
to.
had the best story too.
She probably
He did.
Yeah.
Such a memorable prank.
Matt, you asked the question. Memorable pranks or anything?
I was trying to rack my brain on this earlier, trying to think of something, and I was talking to Linda, and she brought up this time.
Kathy's back.
Yeah,
She's
KK's
unmuted.
back.
She's got the hiccups.
Yeah.
So Linda reminded me of this time. Rachel, when she was younger, she had this teddy bear, and it was around Halloween time, and we bought this mask for one of the kids. I think it was either for Anthony or for her for Halloween. And it was just this horrifying like face, and it had like blood and guts and different things on it and everything. And it was just small enough, and she could wear it on her face. Well, for whatever reason, she got it in her mind that it would be a good idea to put this teddy bear in the middle of the hallway, just outside our bedroom, with that mask on. so walk out of the bedroom and just dang near jumped down the stairs when I saw this thing just sitting there, like getting ready to attack me. Surely he was going to attack me. Screamed. Linda comes over. She screams, and then Rachel comes out cackling.
So she got you. She pranked you.
Yeah.
How
She totally got
was
me.
she at the time?
Oh, she had to be, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years old. She
That's
was
great. That's a
very-
great prank for a 5-year-old.
very
That's
young.
pretty
That's
Just
an
old
awesome
enough to be like out of,
Yeah.
in her own bed and all that
Right.
stuff.
But you guys, I mean, one of the greatest stories ever was when you guys were in, was it Jamaica, where you heard something in the room and you're like, oh my God, there's something in the room. Linda's telling you there's something in the room. So you had to go check, of
That
course.
wasn't
It sounds
a prank, though.
like it was not a prank, but it's funny because it sounded like it's in the closet. So you go look in the closet and you're like, oh God, it's a skeleton.
No,
What the?
the
He's in
skeleton
Jamaica.
is anti-KK.
What? What does that mean?
Sorry?
Did you just say the skeleton is anti-KK?
I am the skeleton.
Oh.
Okay, so he thought KK was in his room because he said it's a skeleton,
No.
but it turns out it was just a crab. It was just a crab. It wasn't actually a skeleton loose in this.
Little crab, yeah.
But
Oh,
imagine. So it's a husband and wife. The wife says, "You got to go take care of this." He goes to the closet. He says, "Oh my God, it's a skeleton." She's freaking out at this point. There's a skeleton loose in their closet. You know, this is the guy who's supposed to figure out. It turns out it's just a crab. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but when you get woken up out of a dead sleep, and your wife is like, something's in here and running around the room, like, and I'm just trying to figure out what the heck.
So you resolve it. It's a skeleton. She feel easy.
Yeah, I see
no
this thing
worries. It's just
scurry
a
across
skeleton.
the floor, and I'm like, surely it's a skeleton. I don't know why.
Surely it's a skeleton.
Steve, it was peeking out of the little crack in the closet.
Oh, that little, yeah.
Oh
Little
yeah.
beady eyes, and it
Like,
had like a
crab's got
little
the beady
claws
eyes.
in it.
He took that crab and launched it from the second floor. By the way, just
Yeah, I don't think he made it.
Hey, okay, we got to take a time out and do a wellness check on KK.
KK. Yeah.
That wine glass full of whatever.
Right. She's
That's whiskey.
drinking
That
wine
was
glasses
rough.
full of
Or
whiskey.
whatever.
Yeah. Oh God, there it goes.
Oh
It's
my
gone.
gosh.
Hello.
KK, before you tip over, did you have any famous pranks?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Oh,
Is
yeah,
this not
breathe
a
in.
show?
This is still a show. Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
doing a show.
Mailing it in for Easter.
It's not Easter. Where did he come up with this? It's April Fool's. We will do it, mailing it in for Easter, I'm sure, but that's later in the month. Go ahead, Kathy.
I'm all confused.
Go ahead, Kathy. We're with you. You're in a safe place. Your friends are here.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. So can you share the story or not? I guess not.
No.
it's not. I've got more questions. It's all good.
Okay, what's the next question?
What are your questions?
All right. Next question would be, I gotta pick one.
Are we on? Are we on?
Yep,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
we are
still
still
recording.
recording.
we're still recording.
Fuck.
You can see that in the top of your screen. It says recording.
Okay.
Actually, mine doesn't.
Okay.
No, mine either, but I know
Fuck
we are.
you. And yes,
Fuck you, Akeley.
Matt, I will answer your question.
Okay, Matt, go ahead. What's your
All right.
question?
It's a real simple one. If aliens were observing Earth on April 1st with no context, right?
Uh-huh.
What would they think about humans?
They would get the fuck out
Yes.
on
Not
any
worth
day. It doesn't even have to be April Fool's.
Right.
They stop at Earth, look down, and be like, no.
We'll
Yeah.
pass. Well, I'll get off at the next exit.
Yeah, we're not
Let me
worth
get to
it.
the next rest area.
Right.
I can hold it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, there you go. Is there any more after that, or?
We can
was
do
an
one
easy
more. If you had
One more.
unlimited resources.
I'm going to see you in Bardstown next week. And
Yep.
Yeah, she'll be there. If you had unlimited resources, then what?
Yeah, unlimited resources for one.
Unlimited
I
resources
will be
for-
your. I will.
Go
Fuck.
ahead. Yeah.
I will be your.
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Yes, you can.
Matt, was it the unlimited resources? What was the rest of it?
If you had unlimited
Well,
resources
I'm-
for one.
I'm
April.
letting. Fuck.
Matt, one more time. Let's try it one more time.
It is time to drink. What's everyone drinking tonight?
Yeah. If you could pull off one epic April Fool's prank, what would you do?
What did you?
Unlimited resources. You could do anything.
I want someone to.
Get rid of your hiccups. Somebody needs to come up behind you and scare you.
Right.
No. I want someone to take Steve down.
Okay. Fair enough. That probably could happen with unlimited resources. I'm sure
Unlimited resources.
you can figure out a way. No.
Fuck.
I mean, I
It's
guess.
fine.
Right.
It's fine.
These are hard questions.
Yeah.
I know.
I assume it has to involve some sort of date with Kate Upton, I guess. I would have to. It'd be like for a TV show.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'd be like,
Blah.
yeah, this new TV show
Blah.
where it's called Dating Kate Upton, and it stars you and me, and it's, because I have unlimited resources, I could offer a pretty good salary, and people would be like, yeah.
Blah,
And
blah,
then
blah, blah.
She'd show up.
she'd
But
show
it
up.
was an unlimited resource for an April Fool's joke.
Well,
You
that's the
want
April
to
Fool's
say
joke. I send her $1 million. I send her $1 million
Fool's
check.
June,
I have
it's
people.
not Kate Upton. It's
No, I'm playing the fool's joke on Kate Upton because there's really no thing. I got
Oh.
Bo there with the camera. By the way, the check I sent her doesn't cash. And I was like, hey, it's called Dating Kate Upton. And we have to spend like the day together hanging out. And then at the end of it, I'll be like, there's really no show, but we had a pretty good day, didn't we, Kate? What do you think?
We
about
had a
this?
great day.
Should we keep this thing going? What do you think? And then, yeah, we'll go from there. I've taken my
I
shot.
have hiccups.
Okay. So that would be mine with unlimited. Justine, do you have a prank you could play with unlimited resources? It can't involve
you,
dating Kate
Steve.
Upton or killing me. We've already taken those.
We can't take Steve down.
I can't think of anything right this second.
Fair enough. Jeff?
I don't know.
I'll
Maybe
be-
it's
I'll be your
Maybe it's a-
pansy. I'll be your pansy.
Your pansy. What is a pansy?
What's a pansy?
Yeah, what's a pansy? How
The person who takes all your shit and
So, Jeff, do you want someone who takes all your shit? Because she'll do it for you.
well, when I've got the artist trying to move in, and
Okay.
both of us have accumulated so much shit
Right.
over the
that's
decades.
So special.
Over the decades. So yes, someone come in,
Someone to
please,
take the shit.
take half my shit, take half of
Right.
her shit, leave the important stuff, and
That would be
it'll
good.
be perfect.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like
So
an
we're
April
gonna
Fool's
take
joke. That sounds like
all
a
the-
freaking dream.
Right.
Pain in my life.
Oh, God. Is this a therapy session? I don't.
No.
KK,
Why is
it's
your
okay.
pain
It's okay to be heading towards number 3. Third time's the charm.
She's working on that right now.
Yeah,
Or new guy. New
so
guy
if
would
I
be
got
number 3.
unlimited resources.
Right.
I'd bring in all the people that I don't like, and that
Okay.
means pretty much everybody except you guys.
Okay. We're
And
okay.
I think Becca and MacLeod, they're not going to be.
They're going to make the
They're all
cut.
going to get invited to a Bon Jovi concert,
Okay.
and they're all going to get there, and they're going to get a free drink, and it's going to be a watered down Maker's Mark,
Yeah.
and then Bon Jovi doesn't show up,
Okay. There you go.
and they're going to get
That's your joke.
Boxcar Willie or somebody like that.
Boxcar Willie. Okay. He's been dead
Right.
for years, but we'll get him. We can.
Yeah, he's probably been dead, which will make
Yeah.
it really cool. It'll be a hologram. I
Okay.
don't know.
We'll bring him
That's
back to life.
Matt, you did so much research, and these questions are way too hard for
Right.
mail it in.
Yeah. 5th show. Matt, what you did it though. Do you have something good?
I wish I could tell you I did. So the only thing that comes to mind, and Linda's gonna kill me, but it would be to make the house incredibly dirty and cluttered all over the place,
Really?
and have her walk in and be like, "Yep, this is the new house. This is what you gotta live in," or do that to like the lake house or something, where
Right.
she just walks in one day and it's just like, "What the
She
hell?"
just freaks out. Yeah, because she likes order. to things.
Yes, she loves
Right.
it.
Right.
Order,
Gotta
she
be
likes the
orderly.
neatness.
Everything's got to be orderly.
There you go.
I know that's boring.
Is this
That's the only way I can
this
think of
lake house anything like Laura Linney and Jason Bateman had at Lake of the Ozarks?
it. No.
No, nothing's like that on that show. Yeah.
Nope.
Fair enough. Though there you go. There's the April Fool's Day show. I think it lived up to the billing. I mean, KK she's had a show to remember. That's for sure. She won't remember it, but for the rest of you,
No.
you'll remember this show for sure.
She'll listen to it on
Yeah.
Easter.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. All right. As we wrap this one up, let's talk about where people can find us, Matt. We'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can reach me on LinkedIn and at my website at sabertoothcyber.com.
All right. Jeff.
Well, I've got about a week to come up with the best April Fool's joke prank ever. But in the meantime, I'll be on Facebook and Instagram and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right. KK.
You can find me on Instagram at KK.
Not that.
KK Cat's Rice.
Yeah, there you go. got
Oh my
there.
God. Oh my God.
Fuck you.
was
You're
perfect.
listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, Justine, how about you?
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze. Oh, she left. She gone.
She gone.
She flat out gone.
She totally
She
did.
slammed her down.
She
She
did the
gone.
yeah, she did the baller like. slam
Yeah,
on top.
yeah, she slammed the thing down. Yeah,
Slammed her down. I'm out. KK out.
KK on. All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. Company website, abvnetwork.com. Barrel Shop, abvbarrelshop.com. Check them all out. They're worth seeing. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.